Have you ever made a decision that felt like the end of the world? I did. One single choice that I was convinced had completely ruined my life. Looking back now, it's wild to think that the very thing I thought destroyed me actually ended up saving me. It all started a few years ago. I was on a path everyone expected me to be on. Good job, stable life, ticking all the boxes. But deep down, I felt like I was wearing a costume that was 2 sizes too small. There was this nagging voice, a persistent whisper, telling me there was something else out there for me. So, I made a choice. A huge, terrifying, and frankly, what seemed like a catastrophic choice at the time. I quit my secure job to pursue a passion that had 0 guarantees. The immediate aftermath was brutal. My savings dwindled faster than I could have imagined. Friends and family looked at me with a mixture of pity and confusion. "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" they'd ask, their concern feeling more like judgment. Doors I thought would be open were slammed shut. I faced rejection after rejection. There were nights I'd just lie awake, staring at the ceiling, the weight of my mistake crushing me. The self-doubt was deafening. I was convinced I had failed, that I'd thrown away a perfectly good life for a childish dream. This was my rock bottom. I had officially ruined everything. But here's the funny thing about hitting rock bottom. There's nowhere to go but up, stripped of all the external validation I used to rely on. The job title, the salary, the approval of others. I had to look inward. For the first time, I had to truly figure out who I was without all the labels. It was in that quiet, desperate space that the real work began. I started learning skills I never thought I'd need. I connected with people on a much deeper level, people who saw the passion, not the paycheck. I learned resilience, not as a buzzword, but as a real, gritty, day-to-day practice. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things started to shift. A small project here, a little breakthrough there. The passion I had almost given up on started to blossom in unexpected ways. The skills I learned out of desperation became my greatest assets. I was building something new, something that was authentically mine, and the strength I gained from surviving that ruin was a foundation far stronger than any I had before. That one decision didn't ruin me. It dismantled a life that wasn't mine, so I could build one that was. It forced me to find a strength I never knew I had, and a purpose that went beyond a job description. It saved me from a life of quiet regret. So if you're standing at a crossroads, terrified of making the wrong choice, remember this. Sometimes, the path that looks like ruin is actually the path to your rescue. Sometimes, you have to fall apart to find out what you're really made of. What's a decision you've made that you were scared of? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.